far as being a customer service agent in a call center scenario, you're not really human. A lot of people don't register the fact that when they call a company, they're not speaking to that company per se. They're actually speaking to somebody who has feelings and emotions and things like that you can't really stress well over the phone. On top of that, even if you've been there for a long time, the amount of calls that you take where you don't feel like a human being or where somebody kind of treats you like garbage, I guess. You could be having the best day on the planet and you get somebody who I like to call like a cerebral assassin, will get on your line and make you feel pretty low.
When I couldn't solve their problem, I felt frustrated, I felt stressed out because I genuinely wanted to help them out. It was just sometimes, within the constraints of what I was allowed to do, I just couldn't meet that need exactly as what they wanted. I literally broke down in tears because I didn't know what I could have done to make the call any better.
You're almost not seen as a person. You're seen as a number. Literally a customer said that to me one day when I introduced my name. He said, "You're just a number to me." So the fact that people don't even give you a breath to say, "I can take care of this."
When it comes to the calls, trying to, make sure that the customer is taken care of, making sure that it's done within an allotted amount of time, plus still having to make sure that everything's done by the end of the call. It can be stressful, especially when that customer hangs up on you.
Dealing with a difficult customer is definitely, it takes a toll on your psyche. You want to put yourself in their shoes. You want to understand what they're going through, but when you're being berated or being put down, it's really hard to remain professional at times.
There's a lot of sections of stress when it comes to a call center. From the beginning, not knowing exactly what you're doing until you're actually getting out there and doing it. They can only explain so much of, hey, you're gonna get yelled at on the phone for 8 hours. They can only say that so much in order to keep you there.
There were 17 other metrics, 5 other reports, other meetings and call files that you had to meet to. That would definitely be the most stressful when your focus is timed.
It's constant pressure, absolutely, for the agent. It's meet these metrics, do it in a timely manner. There's a lot of pressure for the agents, and I don't wish it upon anyone.
There's this constant dangling of, you may not have a job by the end of the day just because they just thought calls were the only thing that mattered. So it felt like nothing but a number.
You're tethered to a phone cord. These aren't wireless headsets or anything like that. You're stuck in a chair in a 4x4 cube for 8 hours to 10 hours a day. Even interacting with the person sitting right next to you is near impossible because they're also on the same calls.
I'd hang out in the lunchroom or whatever, but as far as for any sort of sense of community, I guess, there wasn't really anything.
When I was an agent, the social community really wasn't there. It was non-existent, to be honest. People just flew under the radar. They came in, did their work, and left.
I thought about quitting and calling in sick almost every day that I woke up.
I definitely felt like quitting or calling in sick.
How often I thought about calling in sick or quitting, I will tell you every day.
Calling in sick or not wanting to come in was almost a daily struggle.
After the Tenacity program came out, people started breathing, people started interacting more, people started feeling human. It's like they stepped out of their home that they'd been in for 10 years. It's like, there's air out here, it's great. Things are happy. Tenacity made people happy.
I think that Tenacity did help with the social environment, not only in helping calm us agents down and whatnot, but also, allowed us to learn more about each other and to, not be just coworkers, but good friends with everybody.
I overall love that Tenacity brought a unity to the call center, because that's something that our normal business practices with our company was trying to do. for years. And Tenacity was the winning ticket with it. We were one.
It was a new age, new direction, and it was really perfect timing. Tenacity really strengthened our company culture. We invest in our future, we care about their well-being and all that. And when Tenacity came in, everyone really believed it, and it was great.
It was incredibly easy to use.
With the Tenacity project, it was actually very easy to get people on board, get people to get curious enough about it, to log in themselves and start navigating themselves and teaming up themselves as well. So I would say that the Tenacity rollout was one of the breeziest to hit our call center.
I think Tenacity, the program really ran itself. I can see why some companies don't want to incorporate any new technology into what they already have because of the anxiety. But honestly, I did not do much. I reviewed the analytics that Tenacity provided for me and seeing the results immediately. It didn't take much on my part at all.
It was alive in there, and it hadn't been that way for a long time, like every other call center that I had been to previously. If I would have had such a thing as the Tenacity program in maybe the first call center I ever worked at, which was horrible, I might not have quit.
Tenacity definitely helped us get together or be closer together as coworkers.
Once we were really established in the program, I could definitely see a change in the center. People were a lot closer, and not just people on the same teams or people on the same side of the building even, because again, we're talking about 600 or more people in different departments.
After Tenacity came in, my life actually got significantly better because of the fact that I knew what I was doing was actually helping me become a better me, and it made me much less stressed, and I can't even bring all of it into words because of how amazing it was.
Stress went down, absenteeism went down, attrition went down. It was really perfect timing. It strengthened the whole culture of the call center. It really did. And I could really see the whole family environment just getting bigger. The community was, the call center community was getting stronger, and people were talking to each other. And that was probably the proudest moment as the site directors when you guys came in and strengthened all that and built it. I sure would encourage all the call center directors to give it a try, absolutely.